Go to the South Bay, where a controversial statue in downtown San Jose is coming down after 30 years.
City council members voted unanimously, as a matter of fact, to take the Thomas Fallon statue down. Channel 4's Will Tran live in San Jose for us this morning, as Will's been following the latest back and forth and the controversy surrounding the statue. Will?
It's not hard to get interviews for this story. Everybody has an opinion, James. I can tell you this statue, the clock is ticking on it. It's been in downtown San Jose since 1988. The city council did not say exactly when it will be removed, but they have choices in front of them now that they voted unanimously to remove it. They either can melt it down or they can remove it. It's 12,000 pounds. Take it to a city storage facility. And let me show you some video. This has been very controversial since day one, and most certainly last year during the George Floyd protests. You might recall that. A lot of statues across the country were vandalized, and Captain Thomas Fallon, this statue here, no different. A lot of people vandalized it because for them, they say this is a representation of colonization, genocide, murder, massacre, the taking over of other people's land. This statue actually depicts him in 1846 at a time when San Jose belonged to Mexico and not the United States. People have been pushing the city council since pretty much since 1988. First, not to ever put it up, and then two, to remove it. And then last night, the city council said, yes, they agree with the historical side of it, that they want to be on the right side of history. Got a chance to talk to some people this morning. They tend to agree with the city council.
It depends on an individual, right? Some people who are slave traders, for example, don't deserve a statue on the public. Same thing for, I would extend that to other countries, right, that have a colonial past.
Colonial past. That's exactly what a lot of people said last night, that this is a representation of colonization. Now, San Jose's former mayor, Tom McInerney, he came out and said it has nothing to do with that, that when this statue was commissioned and put up, it was just called the raising of the flag, and it was a bloodless integration of San Jose. There were no people killed as far as he knows, but the bottom line is the city council disagreed, which is why they voted unanimously to remove it. I'll try to find out exactly when it will be taken away, but again, the clock is ticking on Captain Thomas Fallon. Back to you.
And Will, do we know where does it go? What do they do with it?
Well, they still have to decide. It could be melted down. You know, it's bronze. It could be used for something else. So that's one option. And the other option is to bring out heavy movers, heavy equipment, and remove this. It's 12,000 pounds. I'm sure the city has storage facilities all over for their equipment. So there's a thought that that could be possibly moved to a storage facility as well. So there are a lot of options. And the bottom line is, according to the Historical Society, one of the reasons why they say that it meets the criteria of taking it down, is it abrasive? Is it against an aversion against people when it's put up? And obviously a lot of people throughout the decades say, yes, it is abrasive to me.
Right.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Thank you, Will.
8:06 is the time, and new this morning.